Hi friends, if you're watching this, it's because you need some help troubleshooting your makeup. So here we go. Here for you always. All right, so first comes the first. If you've got your palette, I already had another YouTube video that you get sent when you first purchase. It's in the text message that you get. And so we're going to go over like the main brushes that you probably got, which is what I recommend in the emails, which is the blush bronzer brush, the detail brush, and the 3D brush. And then don't forget to grab your brush cleaner. It's also in my link on my link tree on any of my social platforms. That website that you see listed, it's in there. Or if you just go to my main website. Just shipped my nail polish. Great. Anyways, okay, so troubleshooting. Things that I find the most common are girls are used to using an extremely intense moisturizer. And then when you switch to a cream makeup, it's too intense. So you need to switch to a lighter makeup. I literally use CeraVe or the cream from Seint that's also linked to my profile. I use both, whichever's handy at the bathroom sink. And literally they're light and they don't have any silicones or dimethicones in it. So you need to start with a clean face. I know if you just woke up, you don't feel like it, at least use like witch hazel or something on your face with a makeup pad to get off your excess oils. And then when you start with your makeup, you're gonna use little. I literally get texted messages all the time about like, oh, it's too much, it's too kicky, then you're using too much. You literally just have to dip a dab a little bit onto your brush and you're just gonna put a little bit on there. I know I look crazy in my normal videos, but literally this is all that you take for the color correction, okay? So literally you're just gonna take it, and I've said literally 900 times, but just bear with me. You love me anyways. All right, so it's not a ton. Forgot to say that you also, if you're having trouble making your makeup last all day, this is a dupe for one of my favorite primers, but this is e.l.f. Power Grip Pro. You're gonna put that on your face. It literally makes your face tacky, almost like your skin is sticky, but it doesn't leave your face that way, so don't stress out, okay? So using cream makeup is totally different than using liquid foundation or powder foundation, so that's why there is a little bit of a learning curve when you first get your makeup, but I don't want you to be intimidated by it. That's why help me. Okay, so after you've put the primer on, you've let it kind of dry and get a little tacky, you're gonna start with your makeup. A lot of you guys are only buying like 2 or even 1 of the highlight colors. The reason the foundation is called highlight is because it's meant to bring brightness to your face. So it's not going to be slightly maybe lighter than the natural color of your skin, and that's why I match you to that color. It's these 3 colors mixed with the contour, not actually mixed like, but in contrast to the contour, that give you the warmth and look that you want. So that's why you need all of them. You can't just get like one color and then 0 contour and just a blush. The makeup's not going to give you that 3-dimensional brightness look unless you have the combination of the makeup together. So you've got to have that. So the whole point of this makeup is to give your face dimension, right? So you're going to start with the warmer color down here and then gradually build up to a lighter in your T-zone area. It should be brighter. That's why this second color is slightly cooler than this color down here. So once you've applied this makeup, the warmest one, this is shade Mango on me, and it takes very little, and you're gonna blend it out, okay? This is not cream or liquid foundation where you need like a whole quarter size of makeup to make it work. Yes, there is color correcting and full coverage in the actual color. So you don't need 16 layers of makeup. It's taking that giant step out of where you put one base color on and then you put a lighter in. If you notice all the makeup videos of old school makeup is one solid base color, and then you pile on top of that a lighter color under your eyes, and then a lighter color like around here and on the bridge of your nose. This makeup skips that step. You're just gonna put the lighter color here and the lighter color here, and those lighter colors are full coverage to begin with, which is why it allows you to do that. So I'm being really serious in this video because I get a lot of questions about like, how does my makeup not look like yours? And I'm like, well, if you don't have all 3 of the highlight colors, and they're called highlights, aka your foundation, aka your base colors, then it's not going to work properly. It's not going to give you the dimension that you see in my videos. So again, very little of this middle color that I've matched you with. You'll see in your color match video, you get matched with 3. And if you want color correcting demi colors, I usually offer people and automatically color match you with 1, and you'll see that in your color matching list that you get from me. So again, this is that middle color, and I am literally barely putting anything on, and I am just spreading it out. This is that 3D brush, and then I turn it around and you press it into your skin. Another reason why you need these brushes is they're stiff bristles to work with cream makeup, to be able to even pick it up in the palette to begin with. So right, so all right, so those colors. If you don't like applying your makeup with a brush, okay, use your finger, but you're gonna go through your makeup a lot faster. My dog's stringing her bone in the background, excellent timing. But you can use also a beauty blender, but seriously, soak it in water, drench it out, and then that's how you're gonna blend your makeup. I don't do that because I find that I go through more product, because this basically picks up the majority of the product. PK. My dog. Love her, but wow. Okay, so then those are those colors, right? And I'm not putting the foundation color here because I'm going to put contour there, and it's a dark color and it's already got full coverage in it. Whereas old school style makeup is you put one foundation color everywhere, and then you pile on top of that, you know, bronzer and contour on top. Again, this makeup skips that. I didn't put any color here because this is where I'm going to put my blush. The blush also has coverage in it, and then it's best for the makeup to be right up against that primer. This is a serious video because I'm seriously getting a lot of questions about it. Okay, so I'm gonna press this makeup in a dab motion, pressing it in and making it become one with my face. Okay, and you don't have to do it perfect at this step, because the final step is really, and I'll show you that, is what's gonna make the makeup full complete. So then onto your contour, again, full coverage, and you're gonna put it on your forehead right here. Depending on the shape of your face, if you already have a naturally really thin face, you just put your contour like over on the sides here, and just to give your face some dimension, but not to actually cut your forehead in half. You're gonna put contour where you want things to create a shadow. So I'm dib-a-dabbing, kind of swiping, putting in the contour naturally where my cheekbones fall, and giving that kind of, just enhancing that natural shadow. Okay, so again, I didn't have coverage right here because my contour is that coverage. We're skipping layering makeup because this is how you achieve a lighter look. So I'm gonna go a little darker on my contour here because I do have a rounder head, and it's gonna give me the slender face look. A lot of people are, and I'm gonna bring it right down to my brow and just sort of create both of them, but keeping this area lighter, okay? So there's that. Okay, again, warmer color here, and it's naturally lighter where I want it to be bright, because normally you would put a highlighter right here, but why put a highlighter on top of your foundation if you could just put your foundation being a lighter highlighting color to begin with? So that's what makeup does. Okay, so contouring your nose if you want to, you don't have to. I like to do it because this contouring is what allows you to look like you know what you're doing with makeup, even if you really don't. Again, this is coverage, so you don't have to put a lot. You noticed before, I only put that bright highlight foundation color on the tip of my nose. I didn't bring it down the side because guess what? The contour is coverage for that. So I don't need to do that. I'm using my detail brush for my contour, and I'm sort of just bringing it up to the edge of my eyebrow here and bringing it down. Contour. Don't forget your Joe-Slay layup, because that is #1 on the list of life necessities. My dog's growling now. She's just a great partner in action. I do tend to use the remaining contour that's on my brush and start at the top of my jawline here and go down here and just kind of create a slight shadow, and it helps marry your makeup between your face and your neck, okay? So there's that, and some people need to just put a little bit of contour right here and create that thinner chin. PK girl, shh. My Austin's home, so she's getting excited. I'm also going to warm the very tip of my nose to give it more of an illusion that I have a nose. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to my blush. Again, you can use your finger if you want to. I love this shade Nude for like, especially getting into the fall. See how beautifully warm and pretty that is? So this blush even has coverage. Now, obviously, depending on the shade of blush, it's gonna have more coverage than others because this is a little darker of a blush. So obviously it's gonna have some more coverage than a super light one. If you find that you're using a really light blush and you want coverage, then put the highlight, this brighter one that goes here, put that under there and then put your blush on top. But again, you're not gonna need a lot to create the coverage that you want. And I just dab the remaining blush just a little bit everywhere to create warmth. Okay, so as you can see, final touches of blending so that you don't look like a crazy person with contour needs to be done. But this is where the magic is. And again, if you don't have all these collections of makeup, again, this is supposed to replace everything that you own, then you're not going to get the same look I get because you don't have the products. So this is where the magic happens, the bronzer. Okay, a loose brush because you're basically going to marry all of the colors together at once and create a final look. All right, so you're going to literally dib a dab, either a bronzer brush, get it lightly colored, and I'm literally just going to tap it in places where normally I would be a little bit warmer from the sun, which tends to be like if the sun was shining down, it would be right here. And you're going to scoot it down onto your face, down here, and the remaining on my brush, on my neck. And then you're literally going to just zoom around your face and do final blending of every color together. Okay, obviously I would have to do my brows and all of that. So final, it's a light, loose brush. So it's gonna smudge any left behind fine lines of the makeup that you created when you were applying. So that's where you get the dimension from. Again, this makeup is supposed to replace everything that you have. So literally, you still need the bronzer, you still need the whatever. That wind outside, because we're about to get a hurricane, or a tropical storm, whatever, it sounds crazy. Anyways, hope this helps. Always reach out to Troubleshoot anyways, but again, the whole point of the makeup is to create your face dimension, and if you only have one highlight color, not only will you eat through that because it's not meant to be applied to your whole face, every color, including the contour, is supposed to be coverage. I mean, think about it, you're not having to put this color anywhere but just right here. So obviously this one's gonna last you a long time. Same with that, because you're having your contour go here. So if you're eating through your makeup, it's because you're either layering or you don't have all three of them to dab little bits everywhere. So hope this helps, but that's why I suggest literally 3 highlights, a contour, a bronzer, and a blush cheek. And then usually I do suggest a color corrector if I feel like you need one. Especially a lot of us need it under our eyes, and I suggest the demi shade wide one, and you would put that on first. Hope that helps. Okay, I love you all. Bye.